welcome. And Jeff, we are live. Episode 33. We are here with a panel today. A couple of our usual suspects on the bottom there. Jeff, what's good?
What up?
Tobi.
You.
Special guest on the show. You've seen him on Half Court Trap. My guy, Dave. Big Dave, what's going on, Dave?
What's up? What up, fellas? What up, everybody?
And our other partner, Jordan. He's running a little late. He should be in about 10, 15 minutes. So let's jump right into it. Jeff, you know you always got to start for me, bro. What's your biggest takeaway surprises from this last week?
Well, you know, it's funny because one main thing that stuck out to me, and I was looking for how this team performed going forward, was really the Los Angeles Rams. And, you know, everybody been saying that's the team I've been holding on, and they waiting for Matthew Stafford to be Matthew Stafford. And it's interesting. They've actually strung together a couple good wins right here in a row. And he did have a bad 3-interception game, but you know what? They're able to hang in there. And like I said, they're going to hop in the playoffs. I'm expecting them to have a run because they're going to be a dark horse. People are just not giving them the credit I expected them to. But we'll see what's going to happen. And I'm expecting that to be a good outcome for them. And it's just shocking to me. Nobody's really giving that any steam.
All right, Toby, what you think, buddy? Any stories, takeaways, surprise from this last week?
I don't really got much to take away besides one game. The Texans beating the Chargers. I was taken back by that. Houston, a terrible team. Chargers giving up that game. I still think they can make the playoffs, though, because I've seen the last two games is against the Broncos and the Raiders. So they should win those two games, but they just lost to the Texans. The Texans.
Yeah.
I'm lost
Dave, anything stand out for you this week in football, bro?
Oh yeah, man. The AFC East changed hands once again, man.
Boy. We'll get to that later on.
yeah, you know. But that's a big story because basically now the Dolphins could possibly knock New England completely out of the playoff picture altogether. But I'm not gonna count my tickets for the hat, so to speak. But yeah, that was it wasn't really I can't say it was a shocker or a surprise, but you know, it was big. It was definitely big.
Well, my biggest story is Pro Bowl outside of the games, Pro Bowl and Pro Bowl snubs. I think that, in my opinion, that Lamar shouldn't have made it, and I don't think, and Kyler possibly, but I think that Stafford, your boy Jeff, got snubbed, honestly, this year, maybe for Kyler, and I don't know who should have made it for Lamar. I look at it again, but I don't think he should have made it, actually. So that's what my thought. I don't know who should have made it. No, I had somebody in mind. It wasn't Lamar. Oh, yeah, that's right. Josh Allen. Yeah, he should have.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, this guy. Yo, hater, yo. Fucking hater, bro.
Did I say Lamar should have made it, bro?
Missed a lot of games.
Shit.
He did.
Missed a lot of games. And Josh Allen had a good season, let's be honest, or whatever like that. So Lamar, I don't know what, I mean, maybe popularity, I guess. And I feel like your boy Stafford been balling, you know, like for most of the season. So, and Kyler missed a bunch of games, and they won the games without him. So,
you know, I'm not gonna lie. Stafford getting snubbed was a bigger shock to me than Allen getting snubbed.
Why you say that?
Because I expect, Stafford had them humming over there, man. Stafford got Cooper Kupp about to break the receiver record, yo.
I ask people all the time, like, who they think throw the ball to him?
Yo, he got 149 catches right now.
What's the record?
Like what was 155?
Oh yeah, I think Marvin Harrison, right?
Or Herman Moore, or was Marvin Harrison? Yeah, Marvin Harrison. I think he had 160.
About 153, maybe. I could be wrong.
That's a lot of catches, yo.
It's a lot of
most receptions in the season.
That's a lot.
Michael Thomas,
149. He's tied with Michael Thomas right now.
Wow.
Marvin Harrison had the record at 143. So Cooper Kupp's gonna break the record on his next catch.
Yeah,
and he almost got 2,000 yards this season too, yo.
That calculation. Any thoughts on the impact of the loss of John Madden, NFL, and NFL world in general? And it's
just big shout out to John Madden, yo. For real.
Yeah, big shout out to John Madden, man, from the NFL world, going all the way back to coaching the Raiders, winning championships. He was the voice of a generation, for my generation, of course. You know,
sure.
So,
mine too. I came up on John Madden, man.
The poster child for video games.
And then video games, the second part around him and stuff like that.
That's the part that really like kept his legacy alive a little bit
That
further.
and Fox
I mean, he,
5, man. Thanksgiving every Sunday. Thanksgiving,
Yo,
Fox
him and Pat
5.
Summerall together with the best team ever. I'm sorry.
Best ever. The best combo ever, yo. Next
and
up
they
would
was
be probably
actually
be
like
Mean
the
Gene
voice of the
and Mean
Cowboys.
Gene and Gorilla Masu.
What happened, Jeff?
When you talking sportscasters.
They were like the voice of the Cowboys Super Bowls runs.
And the voice
Basically,
of
yeah.
Thanksgiving, yo. Just
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, you had to hear John Madden voice sometime in your
yeah,
house.
Yeah,
Sometime.
so
yeah.
our
So
condolences to the John Madden family. We're gonna move forward though and talk about those Dolphins we were talking about there, Dave. And the Dolphins did beat the Saints. So how surprised are you at the Dolphins? Could be in the playoff picture if the season ended today. And your AFC East. How surprised?
yo, so yeah, so I wasn't surprised that the Dolphins beat the Saints last night with the quarterback that the Saints trotted out there. I am surprised that they ripped off a 7-game winning streak after starting 0-7, or started whipping off a 7-game losing streak.
You're not, or you
Um,
are surprised.
no, I'm surprised at that. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
I think that's history, right? They said that
yeah.
they made history. The first team to ever have a 7-game winning streak and losing streak in the same season. So I'm not afraid of them. Come playoff time, I would rather them knock out New England because it would be funny as hell for every Pats fan. But yeah, I'm not afraid of them in the playoffs. But I hope they do get in. You know, it's been a long time. Plus, one of my old friends, man, my other Suns fan, he's a Dolphins fan too. So I know he's been struggling for years with playoff drought. And so
What about you, Jeff? I'm surprised you they won 7 straight, about to be in the playoffs or coming to the playoffs.
Well, Dave, at least your friend had Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. If anything, Dolphins got that. So it doesn't shock me. I mean, again, there was really no clear-cut favorite for the AFC. Really, they were all really in limbo. And Toby even had mentioned earlier this season that the Dolphins would probably sneak in before the Patriots. So it's funny that now we're getting to the end here, and the Dolphins are actually in the running because, like I said, the Patriots aren't really the clear-cut favorite. We weren't sure if Josh Allen could be the guy. I mean, he's been kind of up and down a little bit later in the season anyway. He had some really good games. He had some games where he wasn't so great. We had the win game. Like, it was a lot.
oh, now it's the win game.
So
Now this week it's the win game, right? 2 weeks ago,
well, I
I
mean,
didn't even mention it. But
yeah, I never even mentioned it before. I was just saying, like, now it's the win game. Like, for me,
now it's the win
with
game.
them, I don't know.
See, y'all trying to do me dirty. I
Let
don't know
me
if y'all do
finish.
that behind the
Hold
scenes.
on. Let me finish. So, with all those things said, like I said, and not to be redundant, again, that's the one division that was just up for grabs. And initially, Josh Allen would look like he was going to carry the Buffalo Bills too. He had his number one receiver in Stephon Diggs, which I always said he needed to excel to the next level. And
Bro, let's keep it on the Dolphins. We'll get to the Bills though later on.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, like I said, since there's no clear-cut favorite, I'm not shocked at this. Yeah.
All right.
I said the same thing.
First of all, I don't remember Toby saying I got to check tape on that.
Yeah.
I checked a lot of Toby stuff, but I'm surprised with you about the Dolphins, bro. With the 7 straight games, and what do you think about the team right now? So
I'm definitely shocked by this. How do you lose 7 games in a row then win 7 games in a row? That just doesn't make sense to me. They have a chance to go to the playoffs, but they play the Titans. This is a big game. This is going to be a big test for Tua. We'll see what he could do against a very good team. I think this is the best team. I'm looking at their win streak. This is probably the best team within that streak. So they got a big test coming up, and if they can win this game, then they could possibly go to the playoffs. I believe in them a little bit, but not really a real Super Bowl player.
So hold on. So you believed them before when they were worse, but now you believe them a little bit when they better.
I mean, they lost 7 games. I mean, the losing didn't stop for a long time.
Well, they got the Titans on deck, so
yeah, definitely.
I do like Jaden Waddle though. Jordan was right. He was a sleeper pick in fantasy. Waddle. I'll give him credit for that. Sunday Night Football. Cowboys blow out the Washington football team. And does this dominate and win by them put them back in Super Bowl contender status to you, Toby?
Yeah, because their defense is really – they got some talent on that defense. They've been taking the ball away. They're looking great. Redskins – I'd say not Redskins, sorry. The football team, they're horrible. So I'm surprised they put up so many points, but the defense was so spectacular. So definitely they're in the Super Bowl conversation for me. I mean,
Okay. Jeff?
I agree. I think they're still in the Super Bowl conversation as well. I mean, they just had a lull of a couple games, and there's nobody else in the division that's going to contend with them. So they'll definitely get that seed without a doubt. It might not be the number one, number two seed, but they'll be able to get their division seed because the Washington football team got quarterback issues and they got concussions. The Giants have Mike Glennon in there, and that's not a solution for anybody. And then you have the Philadelphia Eagles, who might want Gardner Minshew to play a few more games anyway, but we'll see. But yeah, definitely the Cowboys are in there. No surrender, nothing. They're still comfortable playoff contending football team.
What about you, Jeff? I mean, sorry, Dave. We feel about the Cowboys in their contendership for the Super Bowl at this point.
I think they're gonna get the playoff spot. The Redskins just got fucked up at the worst possible time, and I don't see them recovering from the next.
What about Super Bowl contender though?
No,
Cowboys.
No. I think there's too much meat in the NFC to keep them out. Like I don't even know how you guys would beat the Rams. I don't know how you guys would beat the Brady-led Bucks.
Bucks got injuries.
Man, I mean, that's for now. We don't know what it's gonna look like come Super Bowl time. You know. But yeah, man, I don't see them beating those two teams. I don't see them beating them. I see you guys going. Maybe you'll definitely get the home game.
First of all, I'm not a Cowboys fan. I don't know who you guys are.
Well, not saying you. Not even saying you. I'm just talking about for a Cowboys fan. Yeah, for a Cowboys fan. You get the home game. They're probably gonna. It depends on who they play in that first week too, because Cowboys they love to fall for trap games. But if they get somebody like a weak opponent in the first week, you know, they get a 6 seed, maybe they get the 3. Yeah, I can see them winning one game and then bowing out to someone like the Rams or the Bucks.
You know what? I
or the Cardinals if the Cardinals decide to get hot.
What they play the Cardinals? I think soon, right? This week, right?
I'll let you know right now. I had it up. I was looking at the schedule before.
Yeah. But I kind of agree with Toby more, man. I think these are not your brother's Cowboys. I think the defense is what separates them. When the Cowboys folded all the other years, because the defense was always folding. They had bad quarterbacks, get cooked.
Yeah, you got the Cardinals this week. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now they got a real defense, bro. That front four is crazy. And you got Trayvon Diggs with 11 picks back there, and you got the Wolf Hunter. What's his name? Vander Esch. In the middle, like they got a crazy defense, bro. The defense travels, so I think they go win the Super Bowl with that defense alone. As that's my opinion. So moving on forward, man, we can talk about the Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo Bills. They had a nice win versus the Pats in a revenge game, and just want to know your thoughts on that game. And who do you predict will win the AFC East now? You want to go first or last, Dave?
I'll go last.
All right, Toby.
I mean, in the pick'ems, I picked the Bills. So,
you did. Yeah.
I picked the Bills because, first of all, they're divisional opponents. I know they're not gonna sweep the Bills, and then there wasn't no wind, so I guess they had to do more with the running game. But Josh Allen played, he played very well, against that defense. So I had a feeling that the Bills are gonna win, and they're gonna win the division because they play the Falcons and then they play the Jets. So they're gonna win out. They're gonna win the division, and then when the playoff comes, we'll see. We'll see when the playoff comes. They're not gonna be the number 1 seed, I think. So they'll have to play.
What about the AFC? What about the AFC East? Who you picking right now?
Bills. They're gonna win out. They got the Falcons and the Jets.
All right, Jeff. What are your thoughts on that game? Who's gonna win the AFC East now?
The Buffalo Bills impressed me. I mean, I feel like they came in there and they beat up Big Brother. Like, listen, we're going to come in here and we're going to beat you up. I mean, that's what I feel like happened. Now, will it sustain itself? Is it some sort of measure of substance of going forward? I'm not sure. Yeah, I believe they'll get in the playoffs, but I got to see more. I mean, this is Josh Allison's, 3rd year? Am I correct here?
Fourth year.
Okay, it's 4th year. I mean, I like to see him, but I don't think they have enough. The offense doesn't have enough. A running game is necessary. They don't have any of that. They couldn't run a train. Like, it doesn't matter. They have no options. Stephon is there, and what happened to Cole Beasley? I haven't seen anything from him. I thought he was supposed to be the veteran leadership with the slot guy. He's been having really quiet days, I'm seeing lately. So Knox is emerging slightly. I'd like to see more out of him, and maybe he can become an alternative target to give something other than Steven Diggs the only option to Josh Allen, and they'll be able to succeed. The defense is pretty well. They're fair off.
All right, and the question: who you picking right now to win the AFC East?
Buffalo Bills.
All right,
I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. That was enough for me. I mean, you really only need to win like one more game, right? Like one or two more games. I think that could be doable.
Yeah. What the record's tied or the
yeah? I think they're both 9-6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Miami plays New England the last game.
And who does Buffalo play?
And Jets.
Jets.
The Buffalo Bills will win the division.
Okay. All right. If they both win out, who wins it?
If they both went out, I think the Buffalo Bills record was 5-3 at home, and they were 4-1 in division right now. And the New England Patriots are 4-2 in the division. Okay. And so I think if Buffalo they went out, both Buffalo would get it because they have less losses.
Gotcha. Dave, your thoughts? Go ahead. Dave, I'll let you go. Go ahead, Dave.
So hold on. First, I want to address this grave injustice for something talking about last week. Yo, you guys sat here and did that whole game, and y'all nobody mentioned the weather conditions, yo.
Oh my God!
Not a single person mentioned weather conditions. But I told Mike though, and I told Mike, I said I'm not worried about that fluke game. I checked it. I looked it up. According to Elias Weatherboro, there's only been 2 games in NFL history more windier than that. All right, they were playing like right before hurricanes hit. All right, so that being said,
but didn't both teams have to play in the wind though? The same wind?
Well, yeah, but here's the so.
All right,
so yes, we both played in the wind. All right, I'm not going to say that. Well, wind affected us and didn't affect them. But when you run the ball 50 times, all right, and only pass 3 times, yeah, you're playing a little safer brand of football.
Okay,
we don't play safe. All right. Well, Josh Allen reminds me of Brett Favre, the gunslinger Brett Favre.
You do a lot of interceptions too, bro.
Again, that's what you get with Brett Favre, yo. But Brett Favre got at the end of the day hold his hand up and have a ring on it. Yeah. So this game, we did what the fuck we said we was gonna do. I told you we were the better team flat out. I told you that Mac Jones wasn't shit. All right. My thing was Josh Allen in that win game was throwing it all over the field. He said he had maybe 2 or 3 passes that were affected. All right, I think he was hiding. I think Belichick was hiding Mac Jones from us that first game. That was his little trick. We're gonna come out here. We're just gonna run, because he knows that we're number 1 in the league at generating pressure without a blitz. That being said, we're definitely gonna win the AFC East, no question. 100%. Like I will come back on this show and apologize to each and every one of y'all if we don't. All right, all right, because there's no way we can fuck this up. I mean,
listen,
we got the Falcons, and we got the Jets.
Because of your schedule and because of their schedule, likely y'all win the AFC East. But Jeff is right. Y'all got some issues that might come out in the playoffs. The running game is
it's always a run. It's always a run game. I want to ask the panel here. How dominant was Tampa Bay's run game last year?
Yo, Fournette was killing the playoffs.
Yeah. At the end of the season, yeah. And Rojo.
So that's what they needed to survive. They wouldn't have won without that, because I could have swore Brady was MVP.
Yeah, that's what you saw, but that created the balance for him to throw.
Yes.
Them running, being able to have successful runs.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. It's better if a team has a running game, but they could win without one. Because if we're winning without one now, we could win without one. Josh Allen is part of our running game. As much as I hate to say it, Josh Allen is part of our running game.
That's a problem. If he leads your team,
I know. You're telling me, bro. You're telling me. I know it's a problem, but it's all we got right now. Until we get it back.
And they call Fournette playoff Lenny right now because of how good he ran the ball.
Well, right now he's hospital Lenny. So he can stay in the training tent Lenny. Okay.
But anyway,
take his job.
y'all gotta fix that for the playoffs. Listen, man, I know you're a little upset still, Belichick, for 20 years smacking y'all up. But
what you talking about? He just got slapped in his face.
Oh, I'm just saying. Okay.
Like, he won 1 out of the last 4 games.
Okay, all right.
I'm not afraid of that, yo.
So, I've been up and down on Buffalo all year. Jeff been a little higher than me. Jordan, especially been loving him. I've been a little down on Buffalo, not because of you, because again, they are a flawed team. If they get the wrong opponent in the playoffs, it might be curtains or whatever. So
Well, you
let's
see what
move
we did
forward.
to the Chiefs,
The
so
first
we ain't
time.
got to worry about them.
All right.
Okay.
The Chiefs.
The first time. They said the same Chiefs. But anyway, moving forward. Packers over the
Look like the
Browns.
same Chiefs to me. They had a different quarterback or something.
Packers over
They had
the
they had a healthy team when
What
we played them.
issues can stop the Packers, Jeff, your boys, from getting to Super Bowl? So you like the Packers a lot.
What could stop them?
Yeah.
Um, they are. I don't know. Devontae Adams' health. I know last game he actually kind of showed out last game, but the game before that he was a little nicked up playing through the game. He only had a couple catches for maybe less than 50 yards. Being that's one of the primary options because none of the other options have really shown consistency. Lazard hasn't really shown consistency. 83 hasn't shown consistency. Like Tunyon is done for the season, so the backup tight ends haven't really done well. So it's really just Devontae Adams or nothing in the run game, and that's why Aaron Jones is so important in the pass game because he alleviates and gives Rodgers, another option outside of Devontae Adams. So that's the only thing I see being concerned. He doesn't wear down because he's had a great season.
And also AJ Dillon too in a good run game is also good.
Yeah. I thought I mentioned him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you good?
I had him
You
on
good?
my fantasy, man. He was he's a spark plug.
Toby, would you see anything stopping them getting Super Bowl? The Packers.
Cleveland showed that they could run the ball on them. I feel like that's their weakness, but I feel like this team is more complete because they can run the ball in Green Bay. But the game was 22-24, and Baker had 4 picks,
I know.
and they couldn't pull away because I'm not really sure why, but the game should have, they should have won by more. So I feel like their major weakness will be the run defense, but I mean the Packers are looking good. Um, would they be the favorites out right now of the NFC? Probably.
Okay. You say anything about the Packers might stop them get a Super Bowl, Dave?
Yeah, Rogers toe.
No.
Rogers
Oh,
foot
it's toe
injury.
you
I'm
said.
not,
playing
his
Oh.
toe. Rogers toe. His foot injury. Yeah. That could definitely stop them. You said from getting to the playoffs or getting to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely Rogers toe. Let me tell you something about injuries, man. Just from a career playing. Well, not a career, but a high school. And it's out there. I made it sound like
You
it's
about to ask for
NFL.
your resume,
Right?
bro.
Right? No, it's high school semi-pro.
It's just starting to sound like Jordan
Yo,
now.
when you
Look.
get
Yeah, that's what I said. We
Yo,
got
when you get an injury, the colder it get, the worse it gets. This is you talking about a foot that's got to be touching the ground in Lambeau. I don't know how many games, yo. I know he's saying it's a pain management issue, but anything could go wrong with that foot. All right, every team in the world knows it's there. It's no big deal, no big issue. So everybody's gonna be going for that right leg.
He's
But
gonna be
yeah,
handing
man,
the ball off more.
what's up.
He's gonna be handing the ball off more.
Well, hopefully they're starting to go away from Dylan. That's another thing that can mess y'all up.
Yeah.
Y'all need to keep that 50-50 timeshare. Let Dylan be the inside the tackles guy and AJ be, out in the flats, running sweeps.
Which goes to Toby's point, how they only how it was 24-22 in Cleveland.
Yeah, against the Brownies.
They got to run the ball more. They weren't keeping the time of possession high. Also feel like, Jeff, to your point, that not only Devontae injury, but if a team just say, yo, we're going to double Devontae all game long.
That's what they've been doing all year. I had them.
Yeah, but playoffs are different, bro. You create a game plan to stop one person.
You get a whole week on that one guy.
Yeah, and if you do, then who else will catch the ball? Like you said, Lazard, Valdez-Scantling, other guys. So
well, Lazard's solid. What's your feelings on Lazard?
Not consistent.
Right.
Yeah,
Right, but he'll show up, but there's doubling on
See, that's the problem. You saying he'll show up. He needs to already be there. He needs to be a reliable option.
None of them are number two.
That's not consistent at all.
Exactly, Toby. A number two. Somebody that emerges as a number two. And I feel you on the toe thing, but listen, they can't run Dylan all year. He's a bruiser. So maybe they're laying off a little bit. Let him rest up. Get him ready for the cold outside so he can become a bear again.
Right.
Okay.
Could be an option.
All right. And should the Browns cut Baker this year? What y'all think? Yes.
I drafted him in one of my leagues, yo. That's one of the
seen-
leagues I didn't make the playoffs.
He's been playing injured really, so I'm gonna give him like a pass for this.
We've
I'm
seen
gonna
this story so many times.
I'm gonna give him one more year, but not give him a big contract. I'm gonna give him what's the franchise tag? That's what I would do. One more year.
Mhm.
All right.
So,
Well, go ahead, Jeff. No, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, what quarterback in the division is he? Oh, never mind. All right, go ahead. My bad. I hadn't thought that through. Just go ahead.
Anyway, people hate it, Toby. See him? Colts over the Cardinals here. Now the Colts, man, we talk about the Colts all year long on this show. So, but the Colts been winning left and right. They got their running back as an MVP candidate. So, can the Colts? How you feel about their chance of a deep playoff run, Toby? What you think?
I mean,
And what's deep? Let's say championship game. If you ask the question.
championship game.
Clarity.
I mean, no, I don't believe in. I don't think Carson Wentz is. Let me say this first: the Colts are a very good team.
Okay.
They're a very good team. They have a running game. They have a defense.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, they're kind of scary. Now that trying to think about it.
Talking out loud, right?
Yeah. Talking out loud. Like if everybody's healthy, can they make it? Tennessee, maybe if they get back Derrick Henry, will be scary. I see them. I'm looking at Cincinnati right now. That team is beatable. The only team right now that's clearly better than them is the Chiefs. So it's possible. Honestly, it's possible. But Carson Wentz, he has to do it. He hasn't really done it. When he was with the Eagles, he got injured, so he has to really prove that he could, win playoff games. So he's the only weak spot for me with that team.
Okay. Before I move forward to on to the next person, how disappointed have the Cardinals been to you?
I mean, they've been disappointing. They've been disappointed ever since they lost to Aaron Rodgers when he had no weapons. After they lost that game, I think they're like on a 3-game losing streak at home. So they've been disappointed. I know they lost DeAndre Hopkins, and at first I didn't think it would affect them, but I'm seeing now that it's going to affect them, badly. I haven't looked at their schedule. I don't know, but they are not scary. I mean, but Kyler Murray's in this second year, and so was the coach. So they started off hot. They showed signs of greatness, but then things collapsed on them. Even Kyler got hurt too. So, but I mean, it's still they showed signs of greatness, but this year is definitely probably not their year.
All right, hey, Dave, you up, bro? Can the Colts make a deep playoff run?
Well, first off, I want to correct y'all. Yeah, y'all did have some. Y'all did speak about the Colts this year. When JT decided he wanted to go 200 plus yards on us,
Oh
I
yeah,
had a
that's
lot
right.
to
We
say.
just
I had a lot to say about that. So yeah, I just wanted to remind the panel, that you guys did discuss the Colts. But back then it was like I think the question you guys asked was, "Hey, is it bad Bills or good Colts?" And y'all picked bad Bills. Now you guys see that it was probably.
How you promote these shows, bro? That's hilarious.
Bro, I keep receipts, bro. I keep receipts. All right.
Okay.
So now you guys see that it's good Colts.
I still think it was bad Bills. Well, we can.
All right, maybe you. You know what? I think he's right. I think he said it was good Colts also. So yeah, much respect, Toby. But definitely the Colts are a serious contender. Carson Wentz, Frank Reich. If you remember, Frank Reich had him coached up. He was before he got the knee injury. He was going to be an MVP, or he was on the way to being an MVP in Philly. He was top. He was top in MVP voting before he got the knee injury.
Juice.
Yeah, that was then Foles took over and they ended up winning the ring. But Carson Wentz, he's not the engine of that team, but he's what you call a game manager. He reminds me of Trent Dilfer on the Ravens the year they won a Super Bowl.
Oh damn! I think he was better than Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer would throw for 300 when he needed to, but he relied on his running game, and that's what Carson Wentz is doing. Carson Wentz is riding JT to a nice playoff seed. So yeah, I'm definitely surprised by the Colts. I thought they were going to be more of a middling squad than what they are now. So much out to them. As far as the Cardinals, they are on the schneid, bro. I think that Aaron Rodgers win that should put a chink in their armor. They started realizing they beatable. Losing D-Hop didn't help. At this point, I don't know, man. I mean, if they can get hot again, then yeah, then I can see them probably going into the playoffs. But I don't see them walking away with the Super Bowl or even making it to the Super Bowl.
Jeff, same questions, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, Cardinals. Yeah, I think they shot their load too early. I think they're gonna come back to earth. They're gonna be food in the playoffs first round. If you ask me, the Packers are ahead of the NFC, hands down. And then you got a gauntlet in the whole NFC West of teams that everybody's pretty good there. Like you got 3 solid teams there. So that's already enough. Then you got the Cowboys in their leading division. So the Cardinals might be in bad shape right now. The ship might be sinking. First round exit, I see for them. Now the Colts, I like their formula of running with Taylor. Carson Wentz never really had a back of that magnitude to carry the load. So he may become a game. But stop. McCoy compared to this season and from Taylor.
McCoy's last season in Philly was pretty good.
I don't think he had McCoy. I think McCoy was already gone. Actually,
either way,
I think you might be right. He might be right. He might be right.
So Taylor, him having Taylor, my issue is with the wide receivers. T.Y. Hilton isn't really what he used to be. Zach Pascal never separated himself and made himself a number 1 receiver or even a number 2 for that. So he's kind of got the same thing he had in
Pittman's
a bunch of patchwork. I mean, Pittman is, but he's so young. You rely on him to go in the playoffs and ball out?
I'll take him as my 1 receiver any day, bro. He carried me.
I'm not sure. He only had 900 yards so far this season and 5 touchdowns. And Carson Wentz,
Carson Wentz is a quarterback, that's carrying.
Yeah, you're right. And that's pretty solid. But I mean, come on. I'm not trusting that young guy with my team in the playoffs. Or it's like I can rely on you. He got to show me something, and he hasn't. Either way, so that's why I think the Colts are in pretty good shape. The defense is still there. It's low key. It pop his head out every once in a while, and I think it might be on some I can turn it on when I want type thing because they have at times where they have outbreaks and they gang bust teams that we think are better than them, and then they have times where they lower themselves to the depths of the records of other teams that are below them. So we have to see which one shows up.
Okay. Cardinals is the same story, different year. They started off hot last year. They were 6-2, and then they fell off. Kyler got hurt. He played hurt last year, but he still fell off. Now this year, he got hurt. Actually, won a couple games with him hurt, but he come back and they fall off again. So I don't know if it's your boy Kingsbury, Jeff. I don't know what it is with the Cardinals, but they can't finish all the way. As far as the Colts, yeah, I love Taylor. That still could have been bad Bills, by the way, because they still give him 200 yards a game, like they did on Sunday, or whatever day it was, rushing yards. So I don't know. They got to run decent, but I do love Taylor. Wentz, I'm with Tobi, man. I don't never trust Wentz, yo. He's either gonna fumble or throw an interception, bro. I don't really trust him that much. Wentz got to show me in the playoffs for me to trust him, a lot. But the formula is a winning formula. Like you said, a great defense, and then Taylor running the ball. But if you get somebody to say, yo, let me throw 8 in the box every play, can Wentz make those plays to win? I guess we'll see about that.
By the way, though, both teams are the same record, the Bills and the Colts. So it could have been bad, either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Those bad Bills. Anyway.
Only at 9-60, y'all consider that bad. That was crazy. 96, bro.
But think the Colts are 9-6 and second in their division. The Bills are 9-6 and tied for first.
Yeah.
True. But about the Colts, man, I'm surprised about them. I didn't see them doing this good. I thought they would be decent because of Frank Wright, like you said. Taylor, man, like he should be your first overall pick. Tobi in the fantasy draft, like Taylor.
No, next year he's going ADP of 1 or 2 tops.
Oh, he's going top 3.
It's gonna be him or Henry, straight up.
Yeah, for sure. All right, moving on forward, man. I'm skipping over 7 because that was duplicate. And number 8, Bengals over Ravens. And I think we all had to switch our picks to the Bengals because who was it?
Lamar and Huntley was out.
Lamar didn't play, but let's change the question to how impressed were you by the Bengals and Burrow, Dave?
I've been impressed from him from week 1 of this season. Even there's some flashes last year. But week 1 of this season, I was like kind of doubting him because of the knee injury, It's never really good for quarterbacks. But I forgot he's just an arrogant motherfucker. He's just gonna forget all about it. Who I was really shocked by this year is Chase. Man, I had
Why? Why are you shocked by that?
because I saw Devonta Smith doing what Chase is doing for the Eagles. I kind of envisioned that, but I didn't know that Chase was gonna ball out like this. I drafted him too, so you know,
Oh,
so I got the benefit from that. But yeah, man, yeah. But nah, Chase has been a real deal. He came in immediately, became the number one. Their core there is really good. If they can hang on to Mixon, their core there between Burrow, Mixon, and Chase, that's a 1-2-3 that's as good as almost anything in the AFC or NFC. So
all right. What y'all think about the Bengals dominating? When how impressed were you by it and Burrow? Toby, how about you, bro?
Yeah, they're impressive. They have a young core, like Dave said. I'm a Steelers fan. I witnessed firsthand. We stand no chance with them because they literally rip our defense to shreds. So that being core, they're going to be a scary team. I knew this Sunday against the Ravens, though they had no chance since Lamar wasn't playing and Utley, missed the game too. But offensively, they show you what they're capable of. So, but they're still young. But the fact that it looks like they're gonna make the playoffs this year. I mean, I don't know who they're playing the last two games, but yeah, they look great.
Okay. Uh, see you, Jeff. What's up, Jeff?
What up?
Jeff, how impressed were you by the Bengals and Burrow, bro?
The Bengals have looked pretty good lately. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. They're like 4-4 at home, 4-4 in a row. 5-3 at home. It's really their division to lose, really, at this point. With the injuries that have plagued the Ravens, started from day one, really, with the running game, decimating the running backs, making Lamar be the workhorse. And we asked all season, can he do this Superman thing all season? And it's been proven over and over and over and over again that our question was rhetorical, and it isn't. No, he can't do it. So now he's hurt coming down the clutch. I like the other backup that they had. What was his name?
Huntley.
Yeah.
he's gonna be nice.
A couple weeks. But does he just fit their plan and their scheme just as good as Lamar? And he looks like a better passer, if you ask me. So if he's a running quarterback, he fits the scheme just like that. The Ravens blew it. The Bengals are right on track where they should be. Everyone else fell off. We knew Ben was on a farewell tour early, and the Browns are just the Cleveland Browns. So I expect the Bengals to be right where they are. I expect them to get in the playoffs, but I do see them getting bounced in the first round. I think this is going to
really.
Wow. Yeah, I see them getting bounced in the first round. It's going to be like a context type of season, like the background, the Ravens injuries, the Browns this had with Odell. The Steelers having the farewell benefit. It's one
Well, the
of
Browns
those.
can't say Odell. They weren't using him to begin with.
I mean, but he still cast a dark shadow over the team. So either way, he brought him down. And then Ben doing the farewell tour. So they should take advantage of this, but I don't see him doing far with this.
They might shock somebody in the first round if they make the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, they could. I fear because sometimes they go away from Mixon a lot. And I don't think they need to do that.
Yo, I know.
They need to keep feeding Mixon the ball. He's a workhorse back. He's dare I say, he is Jonathan Taylor are of the same breed.
I think they're scared of losing him for the playoff run.
Catch a lot better than a lot of people think. He can catch the ball really well, and he did that well coming out of school. And that was one of the big things that made the Bengals get rid of the old back they had and ride with Mixon. So I like how that works out. But if they don't do that, then they'll just be falling behind. And then they got to go over and over.
I do feel bad for the Ravens, man. This season just fell apart. You know what I mean, with the injuries, and it became too many for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think they got to do like a fresh start next year. They got to get a receiver. Let's talk about the Ravens for a second. They got to get a receiver. Like, it's ridiculous now at this point. As far as the Bengals are concerned, yeah, I'm a little mad, like Toby, because they're gonna be on a division for the next 10 years. As far as Burrow and Chase and Mixon. Well, not Mixon probably, but at least Burrow and Chase.
Higgins.
So, huh? Oh, Higgins, yeah, he had a big end of the day too. Yeah, he did, yo. So I'm a little upset about that. Burrow's impressive, man. Like I gotta say, coming off the injury he had last year, they are good. I think go either way, Jeff. They could be a first round exit, or they can get hot. You never know. Like they got that type of team where it can go either way.
But that's the inconsistency that scares me.
Yeah, that's true too. Never know. All right, moving forward, man. Another inconsistent team, the Niners, who we all picked. this week
Wow.
and lost to the Titans, man. So, what are your thoughts on that game, Dave? How about you start it off? Just say, wow.
Honestly, I should have thought about it a little bit more. I think when you asked me, I think I fired it right back to you.
Yeah.
Right? I should have thought about that a little more, who they were going up against and who the hell Jimmy Garoppolo was. Yeah, the Niners are falling fast, man. This was their opportunity right now. The Cardinals is limping. Seahawks is fucked up. This was their opportunity to lock up or at least solidify a spot in the West. They know they weren't catching the Rams, but the Niners could have, locked up at least a playoff spot. Now that shit's in jeopardy. I don't see them recovering from this. Plus, I hear Jimmy G's injured, so they might have to go trade Lance next game. Yeah, man. Nah, I was expecting the Niners to win for sure. At least just on the strength of their defense and the Henryless Titans.
How you feel
But
about the Titans, though? Titans the number 2 seed right now.
Titans are that little engine that could. The Titans are like kind of dangerous. I know we have the power rankings. I actually have them in my power rankings because
Oh, we'll see that next.
because even without the running game, they're still getting it done on defense and luck. Just that pure. I don't want to call it luck because they're not getting lucky. They're just out physicaling teams, yo. They're this like scrappy physical team, yo. It's cool to watch, yo. It's funny to watch that they lost their best player and they're still one of the best teams in the league.
All right. Tobi, how you feel about the Niners in that game and the Titans?
I was definitely shocked that the Niners lost from that game, but yeah, I heard that Jimmy G did get hurt, and that kind of affected him throughout the games. That's why he had those horrible picks. But I don't know about the playoffs. Like you said, they're in jeopardy. Hopefully, we get to see Trey Lance that they play at Houston, so he's most likely going to play. So we'll see how he does against them.
Tune-up game.
Yeah, see what he's about. So that's another opportunity. And the Titans, I'm surprised that they're still number 2. They won some games. Steelers, we just beat them like a few weeks ago, and they're still number 2. I thought they would be crashing. That's another reason I picked I was thinking the Niners, over them. But let's see what happens when they get Derrick Henry back. Because without him, they're definitely,
Is it coming back?
I mean, there's a possibility.
For the playoffs for sure.
Playoffs, they said,
You think so?
Yeah.
They
had a lot of time off.
They were talking about he could possibly make it back. Like if they needed to win Week 18, that he could possibly make it back by
It's
then.
a shame that the 1 or 2 seeds don't get the bye now. Only the 1 seed gets it. That kind of sucks. That would have been dope.
But they got that extra playoff spot, so another team's getting another shot. So
well, it's a shame for the Titans. I'm saying the 2 seeds.
Yeah.
Jeff, how you feel about the Niners and the Titans that game, bro?
The Niners are like Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. One game they're spectacular. Debo running the ball, everybody getting touchdowns out the backfield against a strong team. The next, they're falling into the midst of the Tennessee Titans. I don't know how the Titans are doing this, honestly. It's terrible. Like Ryan Tannehill can't be trusted. He's not a good quarterback. They paid the wrong guy the money. The running backs are by committee. You never know who it's going to be. And for some reason, I just don't trust the defense. I'm just not there yet. They getting it done is funny, but they're on a 1-game winning streak. They lost the game before this. I mean, let's not get carried away here. They're 10-2, yeah, but their division is kind of weird and funky because you got the Colts. Who else you got over there? Houston, Texas without Deshaun Jackson, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So come on. None of them guys are going to emerge to be the top contender. So there happened to be that team because Derrick Henry had them that high. So I don't really have any faith in the Tennessee Titans. Who was the other conversation was the San Francisco 49ers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one more thing about them is why didn't they run the ball with Debo more? I like that. I like the Debo running the ball out the backfield. I enjoy that. And I don't feel like they need to give that some more efficiency, give that some more gas. Maybe that'll work. I mean, whatever's wrong with Jimmy G, we'll find out. But maybe Trey Lance can be a spark, like Nick Foles type.
Nick Foles. The Niners are. Nick Foles had a good game on Sunday, actually, too.
Exactly.
Look at Nick. Debo, run Debo. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the Niners, man, I'm with Jeff. Dr. Jekyll, Miss Hyde, man. You never know who's going to show up and feel like. You know what I mean? Sometimes they feel dominant. Sometimes they feel like you never know what's going to happen. Titans are doing this with smoke and mirrors, I feel like. They had 5 different backs running the ball. Tannehill's over 200 yards. Really, it is a defense. Defense is still good. But in the playoffs, they're gonna need more firepower. I can see them losing to like the Bills or something like that in the playoffs. We'll see.
Yeah.
If y'all lose to the Titans today, that'd be horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
They get Derrick Henry back.
I can see anybody in the AFC losing to the Bills.
Okay, we'll see when playoffs come, Dave. Anyway, but yeah, Niners, man, Niners can still Niners might not get in now. I think they're a 6 or 7 seed, but the Eagles are creeping up on them. So I mean, we'll see what happens. If the Niners do get in, though, they're one and done. Yeah, they're one and done to me personally. All right, moving on, Dave. You teased it earlier. Power rankings 1 through 5. What you got? Anybody? Toby, Jeff.
I thought he was gonna go with Dave because I thought.
Oh, no, I am. I'm just pulling it up right now. I wrote it down today at work.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. I'm just pulling it up. I actually went 1 through 10. Sorry.
Wow.
All right, number 1, I got the Rams. Obviously, they're to me they're gonna right the ship right at the right time. Cam Akers is back. Supposed to be their starting running back all year, so I think that gives them a big boost. 2, obviously Buffalo. Obviously Buffalo. Hey man, you ain't asked me for what the power rankings of the NFL was. You asked what my power rankings was. So number 2, the Bills. Looking at each team in the AFC, I just don't see a team that can beat us there. Number 3 is the Bucks. The Bucks got lucky last time. They had that fake ass bullshit call that beat us. Otherwise, we should have won. But oh well. Number 4, the Chiefs. Number 5, I got the Packers. Titans, I have at number 6. Yeah, I have them because I think they can beat the Bengals. That's why Bengals will fuck up and get in their own way. Bengals are at 7, Chargers at 8, Ravens at 9, and Cowboys at 10.
Ravens at 9?
Huh? Ravens at 9. Yeah.
Oh wow.
If they're healthy. I'm thinking of a healthy Ravens team, not the current iteration we got to see.
What you got to do about based on what things are right now?
Well, I can't say that they're going to go into the playoffs with Josh Johnson. I know Huntley's going to be back next week. Huntley automatically makes them better.
Okay.
Right.
So
what you got, Jeff?
Dave's a funny guy, man.
Yeah, right.
For one, I got the Green Bay Packers for one, right off the rip. How do you take them out of the number 1 spot? Like, you crazy.
They don't scare me.
The Green Bay Packers?
No, they don't scare me. Unless they do that surgery and Rodgers is like, I'm fine, 100% healthy, then I'm scared. I'm like, okay, oh shit. But as long as Rodgers
I've been seeing on the field, he's looking pretty good.
One hit away from the season being done. So
okay, I got you. So I got the Packers. Then I got the Bucks. I'm gonna get on this train with the Bucks thing. For some reason, I don't know why I am, but I am. Then I got the Chiefs. Then I got the Cowboys.
Wow.
What else? 4?
4.
That was 4.
Yeah.
Oh, 5. I'm putting the Rams in there.
Who? You know the who? Rams.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got to be in the top 5.
I mean, they do. They have about the record. I mean, but the Stafford 3 interception game, like, you barely get in with that one. Like,
yeah, true.
That was ugly. Like,
but hopefully they don't have to rely on Stafford so much now.
Yeah, no, we'll see.
Toby, what you got?
1 Chiefs, 2 Green Bay, 3 Tampa Bay, 4 Cowboys, 5 Rams.
Nobody got Buffalo in the top 5 except for you, Dave.
Well, the Bills.
What's he was laughing at the end, yeah? when the dust settles, what come back? I'll come back to the Super Bowl show.
Wait, Toby, how you got the Chiefs at 2 and the Packers at 3, right? How you got the Chiefs at 1 and the Packers at 2, but the Packers beat the Chiefs?
They did.
No, the Packers lost. The Packers lost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought that was the game. Rodgers ain't have no receivers and they won.
That was the Cardinals. Yeah.
Cardinals.
Yeah, that was the Cards.
Rodgers didn't play that game neither.
Huh?
Rodgers
didn't play that game.
Okay, yeah, that was okay.
All right, I'm with Toby though, as far as like Chiefs Packers 1-2. Chiefs Packers 1-2. Then I would go with I like the Rams as well, number 3. I got the Bucks at 4. And number 5. 5 always a tough one. Let's see.
You ain't got no choice but to put what's in there.
Oh,
Just throw Buffalo in there, man.
Dallas, man.
Dallas.
You ain't got no
Mike.
yeah, what I'm saying, the Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys. Number
Yeah,
5.
you ain't got no choice. That's team.
Yo, the Dallas better than y'all, Dave. I'm sorry to say it, bro.
Yeah, not sorry. They are better than them.
Yeah.
The
Now I
defense is
kind of hope the
better.
Cowboys make it. Now I kind of hope they make it to the Super Bowl. So
Hey.
I can come back on the show again after that, and we can have a discussion
funny,
about that
'cause you
too.
really-
They gonna go 3-0 against your
We're gonna
organization.
go to the Super Bowl.
Huh? Yeah, I think we're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm dead serious. I think we're going to
Did
the
they
Super
beat
Bowl.
y'all twice Super Bowl Cowboys?
Yeah, that's what I said. They gonna go
Just
for the
saying, we
3
ain't have Josh Allen. We had Josh Allen playing that time. No,
You had a Hall of Famer. We talking about
Alright,
Jim
that's all
Kelly.
right.
3 of
That's
them.
all right. Yeah, but they had Hall of Famers too. They had Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman. They had motherfuckers that was on coke, bro. Like, you ever play against a coked up dude? Yo, they throw you all over the fucking field. Come on, man.
Anyway, all right, moving on forward. You gotta come back for the playoffs, Dave, for sure.
Of course, man. I'll make time.
All right, so the
Yo, you
pick
read that
is-
book though? Boys will be boys, right? My bad. Y'all read that book from Jeff Truman book? Bro, that shit crazy, yo. About the Cowboys, the '95 Cowboys, that dynasty.
Oh,
That book is nuts, bro. The shit they was doing is, whew.
Doesn't shock me.
yeah. All right, power rankings, man. So the week before last,
Pick 'em.
I don't know what happened to those picks because Jeff was out and I lost them, so forget that. But last week, we had I had the Bills, Niners, Bengals, Rams. Same thing as Toby and Dave. Only who had something different was Jeff and Jordan because they all both had the Pats. So
See what happens?
yeah. So no. But I had the Bills, so I'm good at that. But anyway, Toby, 28-15. Toby's killing again. It's like fantasy league, 651 win percentage. I'm 27.
Damn, go ahead, Toby.
I know, but he'll never win no money when he betting. I don't understand.
Yo, I had a little $10 parlay the other day. It was a little $10.
Okay.
Wait, you want? How much did you win? $100?
No, it was like 80.
Yo, you want a good tip, yo? You want a good tip? My boy does this shit, yo. He wins money all the time. Whatever fantasy leagues he's in, he makes a FanDuel team based on the opponent. That way, if he wins, he knows he's got a good performance. Or if he loses in real life, he got a good performance in FanDuel, and then vice versa. It's actually not a bad idea.
I'm 27-21. Jeff 26-22, and George still 500 at 20. I'm one game ahead of you, Jeff, and George still 500 at 24-24.
Oh, man.
You know what's crazy? Toby almost that 1 week killed you though in the real bet. Who the Arizona that killed you? We had that 12 team parlay.
You messed up my parlay like that happened. And this week, who else messed up my parlay? The Chargers. Yo, Houston messed up my ticket twice this season. Like they were the only one. They beat the Titans, I think, one time.
Yeah, they did. They beat the Titans.
They beat the Titans. Then they beat the Chargers now, like 40 convincingly. Like yo, this is crazy.
Can't trust them guys, man.
All right, I forgot to put a thing up here, so I'm gonna just say it. The picks this week gonna be the Cardinals and the Cowboys. And we're gonna do not like a game this week. I'll say Cardinals, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bengals. It's also a
Chiefs
game.
on that.
And
Cowboys over the Cards. Chiefs over the Bengals.
Chiefs, Bengals, and I guess I could do Vikings, Packers. Maybe?
It's still not a good game.
Yeah, that's a walk. That's a cake walk.
It's terrible.
I probably just
I'll think of the last one, but the first two are Chiefs, Bengals, and Cowboys, Cardinals.
You should do the replace one of them with Browns and Steelers.
Yeah, Browns.
Steelers, man.
Browns don't. That's not guaranteed.
It's a closer matchup though. They both trash.
Haters, man.
Thank you.
The spread is -3. I look at the spread. I'm like, that's close. That's a good joint.
Actually, that Washington Philly game might be a good one too.
No, that's another toilet bowl.
Hell no.
Put them motherfuckers in the toilet bowl.
It might be a close game. All right, so the first ones was you said
I said Cowboys and Cardinals. First one.
Okay, I got.
Are we basing it on?
That one's a walk. That one's a cakewalk though. I mean, what's the spread on that, Toby?
The spread is
Cowboys and Cards. It's like 7. Got to be 7.
Nah, it's -5.5.
That's a lot.
That's low. I have to take some action on that one.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys at home on that. And what was the other one? The Chiefs and the Bengals.
Yeah, Chiefs Bengals.
Mm.
So Toby, all right, you go first, Toby. You got who you got?
I got the Cowboys over the Cardinals. Chiefs Bengals. I feel like I'm gonna go with the ups. Like nah. I'm gonna go with the safe pick. I feel like the Bengals might upset them though, but I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Hold on 1 second. Still it's Browns, right? All right.
I feel like they could upset them, man.
All right, there it is, the bottom now. All right. Oh, that should be Browns. So that's what Bengals. Hold on. I got Browns on there. Hold on. What the hell? Oh, it is Browns. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Jeff. Wait, so were you done? So you got
what was the
Cowboys?
third? What was the last pick? Oh, Steelers versus Brown. You did the Steelers versus Brown game?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
All right. Shocker.
Steelers.
Tell me something I don't know.
So Steelers, Cowboys, you said Chiefs, right?
Yeah, Steelers, Cowboys, Chiefs.
That should be all of y'all picks. I can't see who took the upset.
Why should that be an upset? I feel like the Bengals game is going to be an upset, but I'm just being safe right now.
I hope so. Anything that pulls the Chiefs down pulls us up. So,
Jeff,
Cowboys, Steelers, Chiefs. Like these are too easy.
Safe. Yeah, the Cowboys Cards game is just. I'm sorry.
It's like, this Bengals game.
Is D Hop playing?
No.
Didn't know.
He said no. Even then, he'd be under D's coverage, so that's kind of like a wash.
Still, yeah, really.
All right. I'm gonna go with the. I'm definitely gonna go with the Steelers because I don't trust the Baker shaking bait over there. But I will go with the Bengals in the upset. I'm gonna go with the Bengals in the upset. But I was
first time I want a Mike to be right.
Yeah. Now and watch Jordan go to upset too. When I send him the picks and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna save this stuff for next week. All right, man, fellas, man, thank you.
Beat the Colts.
No doubt,
another
man.
good
Love
show.
Shit,
it was nice and easy, under an hour. Dave, you got the rest of the night to yourself now.
It's awesome, bro. This shit moved.
Yeah,
I ain't going to work, man. I took off the whole night for this. I'm good.
Okay, appreciate it, man. Watch the basketball. We'd love to have you back for another show, especially get to fill in. Every time you come on, somebody else. I don't know how it works out like that, but it works out.
Hey, man. I show up when I need to, man. You know.
Yeah, you're like a pinch hitter. We call you with the
pinch hitter. Word.
Anyway, thank you again for everybody who was in the comments. I think we got another comment we need to check out.
Yes, the fans first and foremost.
Appreciate it.
Sorry about Brother Matt and Brother Matt. Okay. Yeah, thanks to fans who've been watching. We'll be back next week, another episode of Beyond the Trenches for that. And the panel, we out.
Toby.
Later.
Toby.
Oh, yeah. Before we go, man, good luck to Toby for the Fantasy League Championship.
Oh, yes.
Not only in another league, but also my league, our league, who've been doing it for a few years now. So, keep it going.
Yo, good luck, brother.